This is BC News, Channel 3. Our head anchor,
Jesse.
our camerawoman,
Sue Sylvester,
and our production team,
Sally Johnson, Jessica Martin.
and I'm Maggie Lancaster, lead journalist.
John F. Kennedy, whose ancestors came from Ireland, was the first Roman Catholic to become President of the United States. Aged 43 at the time of his election in 1960, he was also the youngest person ever elected to the country's highest office, although he was not the youngest to serve in it. Theodore Roosevelt was not quite 43 when the assassination of President William McKinley in 1901 elevated him to the presidency. Like McKinley, Kennedy was to die at the hands of assassins.
A confrontation with the Soviet Union in Berlin and the discovery of Soviet nuclear missiles in Cuba brought the United States close to the brink of war during Kennedy's presidency. His supportive demands by blacks for equality and civil rights shook the Democratic Party's long-standing grip on the South and tested his political leadership. Racial integration, economics, and other issues stirred fierce antagonisms throughout the United States, but for millions of Americans, the young president held great charm and even greater hopes, and his violent death in 1963 brought many people to tears.
Matter of minutes before he arrives at the Trade Mart. I was on Stemmons Freeway earlier, and even the freeway was jam-packed with spectators waiting their chance to see the president as he made his way toward the Trade Mart. It appears as though something has happened in the motorcade route. Something, I repeat, has happened in the motorcade route. There's numerous people running up the hill alongside Elm Street, there by the Stemmons Freeway. Several police officers are rushing up the hill at this time. Stand by just a moment, please. Something has happened in the motorcade route. Stand by, please. Parkland Hospital, there has been a shooting. Parkland Hospital has been advised to stand by for a severe gunshot wound. I repeat, a shooting in the motorcade in the downtown area. Parkland Hospital has been advised to stand by for a severe gunshot wound. The president's car is now going past me. The limousine is now traveling at a very high rate of speed. Secret Service men standing up in the limousine. They are armed with submachine guns. It appears as though someone in the limousine might have been hit by the gunfire. The presidential car coming up now. We know it's the presidential car. You can see Mrs. Kennedy's pink suit. There's a Secret Service man, spread eagle, over the top of the car. We understand Governor and Mrs. Connolly are in the car with President and Mrs. Kennedy. We can't see who has been hit, if anybody's been hit, but apparently something is wrong here. Something is terribly wrong. I'm in behind the motorcade, trying to follow them. It looks as though they're going to Parkland Hospital. We're on the road to Parkland at this time. The Secret Service man is still spread eagle over whoever is in the car, the President and Mrs. Kennedy, and as we understand, Governor and Mrs. Connolly. At this point, it looks as though it could have been one or two or even all of the people within the car may have been the victims, may have been struck by shots. We don't know.
Good evening, America. This is Jesse Jones on BC Channel 3 News. Today marks the 47th anniversary of our late great president, John F. Kennedy's assassination in Dallas, Texas. Let's join Maggie Lancaster at the scene. Maggie.
Thank you, Jesse. This is Maggie Lancaster. I'm standing in the same spot as JFK when he was shot in the head and in the neck. Fatally. Let's roll the footage to reflect upon JFK's legacy and his assassination. Thank you.
Gentlemen, you'll excuse the fact that I'm out of breath, but about 10 or 15 minutes ago, a tragic thing, from all indications at this point, has happened in the city of Dallas. Let me quote to you this, and you'll excuse me if I am out of breath. A bulletin, this is from the United Press, from Dallas. President Kennedy and Governor John Connally have been cut down by assassins' bullets in downtown Dallas. They were riding in an open automobile when the shots were fired. The president, his limp body carried in the arms of his wife Jacqueline, has rushed to Parkland Hospital. And if you'll excuse me if I give some directions and we talk about what we're going to do here for the next few minutes, but Bobby, let's tape this, if you please, particularly the interview with the eyewitness people. It is being taped good. Here's a piece of copy that was rushed to me and was torn off from the United Press in Dallas. President Kennedy has been shot in Dallas, Texas. He was shot as a motorcade left downtown Dallas. Mrs. Kennedy jumped up and grabbed the president. She cried, "Oh no," as the motorcade sped on. An Associated Press photographer, James Algens, Algens, reports he saw blood on the president's head. The AP man said he heard 2 shots but thought someone was shooting fireworks until he saw the blood on the president. He also said he saw no one with a gun. A gentleman just walked in our studio that I am meeting for the first time as well as you. This is WFAA TV in Dallas, Texas. May I have your name, please, sir?
My name is Abraham Zapruder.
Mr. Zapruder?
Zapruder, yes, sir.
Zapruder. And would you tell us your story, please, sir?
I got out and about a half hour earlier and get to a good spot to shoot some pictures. And I found a spot, one of these concrete blocks that I have down near that park near the underpass. And I got on top there was another girl from my office. She was right behind me. And as I was shooting, as the president was coming down from Houston Street making his turn, it was about halfway down there, I heard a shot. And he slumped to the side like this. Then I heard another shot or 2. I couldn't say what it was, 1 or 2. And I saw his head practically open up, all blood and everything. And I kept on shooting. That's about all. I'm just sick again.
I think that pretty well expresses the entire feelings of the whole world.
And now I'm off to chat with Bill and Nadine Punsack on their remembrances of JFK and his assassination. Thank you, Jesse. I'm standing in the same spot as JFK when he was shot. In the head, in the neck.
If you're gonna move, Terrell, you need to move because I don't want you to get in there.
Did you go? Thank you, Jesse. I'm standing in the same spot as when JFK was assassinated. In the head. Thank you, Jesse. I'm standing in the same spot as JFK was when he was shot in the head. Ready?
Okay.
Hello, this is Margie. Oh wait, my name is Maggie. Thank you, Jesse. This is Maggie. I'm standing in the same spot.
I meant slow.
And in the neck. Let's roll the footage.
Yeah, it was too fast. Hi,